Hi everyone, welcome back once again to our daily hacking news series. Today we have a couple of news which is very much interesting. Before proceeding, make sure to subscribe this channel so that you can get hacking news on daily basis. So let's start with the first news, and I hope you have subscribed this channel. Anyways, first news is related to a ransomware. So admin 123 leads to a ransomware attack, right? So there is a company that was breached because of the username and the password, and the company was 158 years old. Yes, and the password was not updated, and it was very common, right? Might be admin 123. So there was a no multi-factor authentication was enabled in that specific username password proceeding. So this was the news. Okay, so what does it mean? If your company become older one, then make sure to upgrade your cybersecurity system because you'll get ransomware attacked anyways. So what is the lesson from this news is weak password are always the number one cause of breaches, right? This is what we have. Probably the old tools are working over there. Anyways, now next news is related to Dell. Probably once in your life you have used Dell, right? So hackers leak fake Dell data, right? So cyber criminals actually they told that they have released a 490 GB of data, which is claiming it was from Dell internal information. So they have thought of there might be a breach or something. So Dell started an investigation, right? And it was revealed that it was just a public scrap data, which is publicly available, probably with the Google Docs or something. So it was repacked as a look legit, right? So what exactly hackers does? Hackers just scrapped a publicly available data, might be a PDF which is containing sensitive or confidential keywords, and they have just packed everything at the same place, 49 GB of data, and they start selling that this is legit, right? Legit.pdf. Anyway, this was the news related to. So why it matters? Okay, why I'm covering this news? Because it's fake, because there's a lot of similar things going on, because fake leaks can still damage stock prices and reputation. If you hear a news like Dell data has been leaked, then probably if you have shares, then probably you start selling, right? You see, so this is what happens in this situation. Just suggest what a company need to do. Now next news is related to fancy beer, which is a APD 28 hacking group, right? So this is targeting the government. So this is a Russian elite hacking group. As I already covered hacking fancy beer modus operandi and all those things in the previous news series. The Russian elite hacking group is sending a malicious office doc to the military and government targets. The document basically contains malware that activates when macros are enabled. I always told you to disable the macros of your Word, right? Because it executes some sort of codes as well. So this was the news, and the red flag is email with the urgent action requires it actually grab attention of the users, right? So make sure to not open that kind of mail. So probably if there's a lot of attack is going around on a web applications, if you want to learn about how a web application can be hacked, how to secure a web application, and even how you can earn from this, just check out this URL vihgroup.com/tci. Anyways, next, that was not a promotion. The next news is coming from GitHub. So GitHub account hacked to spread malware. Yes, that is true. This news has been covered by Aman Misra. So right now, attackers are hijacking developers' account to upload stealer malware, which is stealing the things, and even trusted repo could be compromised. Right? There's a lot of repo data we have on GitHub. Like if I show myself, then we have VIH. There's a lot of things we are uploading. So they are just targeting a lot of trusted repos as well. So this is very much concerning, right? And what we can say, uh, enable two-factor authentication all the time and audit your dependency, whatever you're using in your GitHub repos, right? Now, next news is coming from Iran. So, guys, Iran hackers are targeting a lot of things. So, Iranians recently target the Fish airline, right? And this is the name, probably, if I'm not wrong. So, the heading is Iranian hackers Fish airlines, right? They are just attacking the airlines global and stealing sensitive data. That's huge, right? Airline is sensitive thing. So the hacking group which is behind this attack is Muddy Water, which is probably one of the most famous hacking group of Iran. So they are targeting airlines employees with the credential stealing attack, which means the credentials is getting stolen for username password login. The goal was of the hacker is to access the sensitive travel and passenger data, right? So right now, airlines, airport, and the booking system is on a high risk. Okay, so this is what you can see. Passengers' personal data was leaked, right? This is a logo of Iran. You can see probably a message I can't read what exactly it means. You can check it out. Okay, social engineering tactics was used using OSINT methods. Okay, now the next news is coming from Scavenger. Okay, so it's a malware. So guys, there is a Scavenger malware found in a npm package, node package manager. Probably if you are developer, you're using. So right now, hackers are hiding information, stealing malware in popular npm packages, npm libraries, right? It once installed, it is still password and crypto wallet and system files, right? So how to define all those things? Here you can see a lot of things is connected. This is the two part of encrypted string, which is stored, and this is you can see again the keys. This is a result buffer, and this is a string decryption route, right? How the things is getting decrypted. So this is once installed, it is still password, crypto wallets, and system files. So what you can do to defend all those things? You can use only verified packages and monitor the unusual activities. You can monitor traffic as well, and this was actually from our organizations. Okay, and you can see here it's probably a fake email ID. Yes, now the next news is related to DCHspy. What exactly it means? Is it another Israel spyware? Okay, so no, that's not. This is a new Android spyware which is called DCHspy. So this is called to be a fake system update which is coming on your phone. Like you need to update your system. Your system is about to hell. And logs, call, text, GPS location, and even records monitor Microsoft audio. This can do all those things. Whatever I told you, this is not hard. This is pretty common among the spyware. So what exactly you need to do? You need to avoid side loading apps from untrusted source. Never install any application from untrusted, like the malicious VPN distributor. Oh my god, this is something hide VPN was used. Okay, so this was malicious, and you can see exactly Starlink VPN. Okay, so really I am using using a Starlink themed release. Okay, so this is what they were saying. So hackers are getting smart. Now the next news is related to SSH, right? So Linux SSH servers are under brute force attacks. Yes, hackers are targeting the Linux server with default weak password, admin password, admin123, all those things is used. What is the solution? Use SSH key authentication and disable password login, right? You can see, and check logs and repeat failed login attempts on your server. If you're getting a lot of fake login attempts on your server, just block this IP. This is only possible if you know about what is SOC, right? SOC right now is very much important, so you can check out from here if you want to learn about SOC, because that is one of the most important skills you require right now. This is the link viehgroup.com/SOC, right? So just check it out and you will never regret. Anyways, next news is coming from Cisco. So Cisco 0 day, probably Cisco confirms active exploitation of ISE and ISE peak flaw, right? So Cisco 0 day exploitation is in active attack. So flaws in Cisco ISE, which let attackers bypass authentication. There is a no patch yet. Okay, so it's a 0 day. Okay, and Cisco recommended temporary workaround, right? So this is critical for the enterprises using Cisco for the network security. This is what we have told to just keep it out, and they want hackers, please leave us. Now the next news is coming from Microsoft, right? Right now Chinese hackers are exploiting Microsoft SharePoint, which is very new, because from a couple of days they are already targeting, and this is something new already come into the market. So Microsoft recently confirmed a Chinese state sponsored hacker, which is likely to be a APT15 or APT40. They are exploiting SharePoint 0 day, right? The target is US, EU, US, United States, and European Union government and tech firms. What is the attack method they are using? They combine SharePoint flaws with stolen credentials. So guys, patch now. Okay, Microsoft release emergency update. You can see here what is the update. Yes, so just update your SharePoint, update your Office, okay, so that you'll not be a part. So you can disable the SharePoint web part as well until it get patched, right? So this is the news that we have. Make sure to check both the link SOC vihgroup.com/SOC for if you want to learn about SOC and want to get some handsome job and salary. If you want to do something by your own, you can check out vihgroup.com/TCI if you want to learn about web and pen testing and want some get knowledge. So that's what we have. I hope we'll see in the batch. So thank you very much for watching this video. Have a great day.